Hey guys, what's going on? Your girl is back with another video. Today is May the 1st, Friday, and you know what that means. The world is opening up. There are a few states who are doing what I would call a soft opening, where they are requiring only 25% of capacity at certain places that are open. So it has been chaotic, people just all over the place. And in my opinion, I guess a little bit too early. However, but it had me thinking about certain things and things that we do to ourselves and how we self-sabotage a lot of the things that we're trying to accomplish and develop. And, and just how we can get in our own way. So, with the states that are big protesting about opening their state, they're not coming from a all in all mindset. They're only going with pieces, and their piece is that they not making no money. And that they want to get out. They're bored. They're tired of being at home, and they're going so far as to say that their civil rights are being violated. And comparing, being at home with their loved ones to being in prison and to slavery. And so while I understand that there are some people who would love to get back out there, that have been unemployed, and their means of making money is the customer to customer interaction. So I get that, small businesses that have been losing money, things of that nature. So I definitely understand that. But what I do also recognize is that sometimes when we move in haste, without having all the knowledge, without being completely informed, we can cause a bigger problem than what we're dealing with, And it just kind of goes with every aspect of your life, whether or not you are involved in business, whether it's sports, even on the education side, even parenting. We can self-sabotage ourselves in gaining and in creating better opportunities for, just in whatever we're involved in. And a lot of times there are a number of things that can attribute to the self-sabotage. Sometimes we're not really confident in our abilities. We listen to the outside world and what they're saying and the negativity, and that's why you see all over, especially entrepreneurs who say, you can't tell everybody your dreams and your goals. You have to keep the things to yourself because everybody's not going to understand your dream. It was given to you. So it's not for everybody to understand. So a lot of times we can, thinking that we're trying to kind of get the support of others, especially people, our family, friends, people who we feel like should know us and should kind of automatically, suspect us when they're wanting to do things to support us. It doesn't happen that way. And so, and that can come from a number of things, especially in our community, because we, in my opinion and what I've seen, just kind of living and being in business myself, that we are the last people to support our people. We all about pro-black and right on and Black Lives Matter and all of those things that we're passionate about. Yet when it comes to things as simple as supporting somebody that looks like us, we are reluctant to do so. We're technically the last people to kind of come in and really, vibe with our own people. If you know anything about business, I mean just a little bit, that other cultures support one another. They rally together to get these businesses off the ground. And my friends and I, we talk all the time about how different cultures, especially like the Asian community, they get together. You know what I'm saying? They pool their money together in a pot, and we're going to open, our friends or our family's business here. We're all going to work there for free. So there's low overhead, so that we can get this business off the ground and get it going to where we can then employ others, and then we'll put money from this business and back into the pot as for more money because we're saving money as well. putting money back into the pot and for the next person's business. So it's just like a tree branch, and we just branch off to do different things, and that's how they're able to gain generational wealth. And we don't think like that. You know what I mean? If there are 5 t-shirt businesses going in our community, we're reluctant to buy from either one of them. And then if we do buy, we want a discount. And that does not go for everybody. Everybody's not that way. However, more times than not, that's kind of how it is. And so, just kind of going back to self-sabotaging, our people sometimes can cause a lot of that as well. And we, because we are one people or whatnot, that's how our people do. They don't always, and this is not for everybody, hear me when I say that, but they don't always give the best customer service. They don't think about the customer, the consumer. And then sometimes as we're trying to get off our feet, we don't know much about business, and we can tend to overcharge for a product or a service when what you're trying to do is gain traction. So everybody don't understand that at that time. You know what I mean? But as the consumer is concerned, if you do see somebody who is new and trying to develop a business and really kind of support their community, that's definitely where you should put your money. You know what I mean? And so self-sabotaging goes into all areas of our life, from, like I say, sports to education to parenting to relationships. We are sometimes our biggest enemy because we don't, kind of goes back to what I said in a previous video, we don't know ourselves, and so we don't know how to show up in someone else's life. We don't know how to create value in another person's life because we have not created the value in our own lives. We are so caught up in other people's perception of us that we lose, who we are. We don't take the time to really kind of evaluate the inner person, the good, the bad, the ugly, and really try to fix those areas of our lives that we know don't meet standard. And whatever your standard is the standard. And we all have a standard that we're trying to reach, and of course it's different for everybody. However, sometimes we walk in an area we don't even meet the basic standard of who we are as a people and how we're supposed to be to one another. And it just shows, it constantly shows, even going through this pandemic, people who are trying to create new content or create new opportunities and new ventures of employment or money, a lot of them have been getting criticized, you know what I mean? Like, just, I guess, by their methods and by what they feel like their talents are and how they're trying to kind of produce something different. I've seen a lot of negativity when it comes to someone wanting to branch off and do something different, and it's kind of like, oh, you doing what they doing, and be original and those kind of things, when every idea, even if it's has the same foundation, it's going to be different. And I don't care, a lot of things are very, very difficult to be duplicated. Even if you give someone the blueprint, they're going to do it a different way and apply it differently than what you do. So it's kind of, it kind of branches off on a global scale, especially in our community, where we don't only self-sabotage ourselves and the things that we're doing, we also can self-sabotage, what our community is trying to do and how our community is trying to grow. And, people who know about, or who want to progress our culture, have different ways of doing it. They're always talking about, the best way to enhance the black community is to keep your money in the black community. And so it's so difficult, seemingly, to do when we have all the buying power. We are the main consumer of products worldwide, whether it's tech, whether it's retail, whether it's food and grocery, whether it's entertainment. We are the people who you know, make sure that those parts continue to go and grow. So, you know, I just kind of want to hear from you guys, you know, if there's some ways that you have realized that you self-sabotage in your own life. You know, what things have you done to kind of counteract, you know, the bed that you've made? You know what I mean? Because a lot of times self-sabotaging causes you to not get to that next level, where you could have probably been further along. You're now stagnant in some point or in some way. So, you know, you guys, leave me comments, subscribe, like, share my video, and let's talk about it. Let's see what we all can do, as a community, as a culture, as a race of people, and as a world, to kind of do something different, because I don't think that we do enough communicating. I think because within this pandemic, it's been the most communication that I've seen just worldwide. People are going live. They want to invite you into the live. They want to see what you're doing. They're trying to check on you, because we realize that we haven't done that before. We haven't taken the time to really check on our fellow man like we should. Yeah, you know, I'm sure there's some of us who do those things, check on our family members, check on our neighbors, things like that. But prior to this, I guarantee you it was not on the forefront of our mind, because we don't get to see everybody like we're used to seeing. We're used to moving around, getting busy, and we don't get to see people. And so it's very easy to lose track of individuals. So again, you guys, like, share my video, comment below, and just kind of let's talk. Let me know what you guys want to discuss. Probably my next few videos will probably bring on a guest and just kind of see, and you know, where we are with things. You know, how we've been vibing on my last videos. Have we been having conversation with our young girls, our daughters, our nieces, our friends about sexuality and self-esteem? You know, what are we doing? Have you reached out to your friends? You know, have you made sure everybody was good, you know, since that video? You know, so you guys tell me what you guys are doing. You know, I want to interact with you guys and be here on a regular. You know, remember this face. It may always look like this, but remember this face. So your girl is in. So until next time, you guys be your own kind of beautiful, because just being you is beautiful in itself. Peace.